defense.
So you know that I'm back again. Back on my feet after I fell down. Always ready for a fight, never back down. At this point, I'm fighting for pride, I'm fighting for life. Reputation on the line, so I'm fighting for mine. You ain't gotta really like me, but you must respect me. I'm saying, if they ever try to check me, ain't gonna let them wreck me. The pain remains. Gotta remind myself where I came from and represent. The struggle made the realest man you ever met.
USA.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Let's get this mission started.
Let me have some fun.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Easily escapes. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. No good up high. Checks with a projectile. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Knockdown. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Blocks the low heavy. Goes for the super art. Uses the gauge. Can this super art set things into motion? KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. It's still anyone's fight, so they can't get complacent here.
Round 2. Fight.
A play forward jump there to start. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Big low reaching heavy. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round.
Go back to basic training. Round 3. Fight.
Sonic Blade to fish for a reaction. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Pressuring the situation with the charging. Charges forward. Good job escaping that danger, brushes that off and keeps going. Going in? Just goes for it at this range. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Confirm on the impact. Not a counter, but they'll take it. A quick breather. They're going for the super art? What's next? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Somehow manages to block the jump in. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Will this super art do anything? They gotta dig down deep here. What are they gonna do? Finishes with the throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
If it's training like this you're looking for, I'm happy to help out anytime, sir.
The occasional round with young blood keeps me from getting rusty. I can say that much.
So, you wanted to talk?
Right. You were in Nishal when everything transpired, weren't you? What do you make of Ken Masters being involved?
Masters? He's innocent. If you're asking whether he was assisting the terrorists, the answer is no. He was set up.
Looking to provide Nishal with aid in its development, Ken gets saddled with the suspicion of abetting terrorists. He then resigns from his position at the Foundation and disappears from the limelight. I know he's not the type who's likely to cash in his chips if left unattended, but... time to start the search. Only question is where. Japan.
Ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let's get this mission started.
I'm number 1!
Round 1. Fight!
Here Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Overdrive. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Low heavy. What's the play here? Throws him. What's next? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Goes for the super art? With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard up. Will this super art connect? All right, what's coming up next? Heading into the end game now, it's getting perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 1 must feel very confident going into the later rounds after that win.
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their opponent. What'll happen this round? Put one in the pocket. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Okay, creating some space here. Gets right in there.
What?
Had the radar up and running. This takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. But they were right to be on guard there. Will this super art connect? Sonic Hurricane! Great coverage, solid choice.
What?
Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Let's face it, gets him. Player 1 is feeling it. Match point.
Round 3. Fight.
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Goes for the super art? Flashes the super. This could either seal the deal or it could come back to bite him. Player 1 can build off this lead. Both fighters may be looking to risk going in with an empty SA gauge so they're experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Going in, not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Good old slap. Oicho throw. You can't let them close in like that. They push their way out of the corner. What's next? Will this super art do anything? Show of force. Oicho! What now? The next touch made is a breakthrough with the throw. I smell a comeback in the works.
Best around. Round 4. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Oicho! Brushes off the impact. Goes for the level 1 super. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Big throws. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Gets scooped from down low. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Impact squat. KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Russia.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
I'll take on all of you. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Overdrive. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? What's the play here? Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The low kick connects. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Takes a trip. Can't tech the throw. takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Knockdown. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive. Get some. Player 1 picks up the first round. It's still anyone's fight, so they can't get complacent here.
Round 2. Fight.
Starts the round off with a projectile to assess the situation. Well-timed command throw there. Goes to the overdrive. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves that with this super art connect. Shreds of Getso.
Nicely done.
Player 2 is making this look so easy.
Round 3. Fight.
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. From up above. Somersault kick stops him cold. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Blocks the low and hits him with a stop and bomb. But they're going for the super art? The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. Player 1 can't use any drive moves with a target locked and scoop. Looking for a chance. Just goes for it at this range. Going in? They gotta press here to take advantage of this drive gap. Experiencing burnout. Player, this is gonna hurt. A jump? Up tap to close it. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
USA. Make it a scrap heap. Fight. Italy.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Give me your best shot!
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Definitely shuts out the jumping. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. This is a tough spot. Both sides looking for an opening. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Throws him. What's next? Goes for the super art? Player 2 chases them down, and the throw ends the round. Player 1 must feel very confident going into the later rounds after that win.
Round 2. Fight.
Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Goes for the low kick. Well-timed command throw there. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 2 is leading in meter, but how will they utilize that advantage? I'd like to see them use this drive disparity to shift the tide of the fight to their side. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Checks him with the boom. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 2 needs to use the turret. They're going for the super art. That's not gonna hit. Player 1, he KO. Player 1 straight up put their opponent on a poster.
Round 3. Fight!
Immediate jump in. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Still scrapping for control of the space. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Going in? Goes for a risky overdrive. Burnout activates. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Both fighters planning something? The low kick hits. Just goes for it at this range. Add up that grip, muscle, and speed. Closes it out. I smell a comeback in the works.
Victory!
Round 4. Fight!
Checking their reaction to the fireball? Balance from above. Can't tech the throw. Goes for the super art. Checks him with the boom. Creates an opening with a low. Nice read. Denies them with the somersault. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save it. Gets scooped from down low. A super art? Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Taking no prisoners. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Jamaica.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Let's get this mission started.
Bring the heat.
Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? The low kick connects. The low kick is blocked. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Blocks the low heavy. Opts for the throw. Taking stock. Lots of aggression from both sides. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Denies the low heavy. Strings it all together. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag. Goes for the jump in to start the round. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they goes for the super art? Tenacious defense there, blocking that super. Goes for the fireball. Player 1 has the life advantage. Feeling out the spacing. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 is in a tight spot right now. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Opts for the throw to close it out. Both fighters have claimed a round each. Who will get to match point first?
Round 3. Fight!
Starts the round off with a projectile to assess the situation. Starts with a jump in. The super armor does its job. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage goes for the super art? Brings out the level 3 super. When you go for it, you gotta go big. Bricks out the blade to creep up. Projectile to try and change the situation. In a dire a super art? Player 2 chases them down. Are they thinking about how a gutsy fireball gives them the round? Player 1 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on?
Round 4. Fight!
Sonic Blaze a fish for a reaction. Rips the slasher out. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Air slasher. Still slugging it out at this range. Going in? Both fighters need to find a drive rush to keep it going. Springs forward with the drive rush. Smart play with the throw. Player 2, is it a super art? The super doesn't hit. The fighters return to the middle of the stage.
Just goes for it at this range.
That's not gonna hit. The low heavy is denied. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Scrapping it up, crowns him from above. Uses their drive gauge. Rips us. This can lead to some big damage. Next, the counter. One chance here may end this match. What a finish! The fighters have matched each other blow for blow. This fight will be decided in this final round.
Final round. Fight!
Open anti-air in the clutch. Who's the all the throw connects? Breaks the block with a throw. Gets the counter. Nothing stops this train. Dangerous range here. Okay, here we go. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Player 1, oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 1 blocks the low kick. Amazing. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 2, is it the low's blocked? Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the forward rush? High kick to let them know. Baits out the low kick. Drive impact misses. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Anti-air in the clutch. This is gonna hurt. The reaction gone. Oh, it's enough. Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
One more time! Let's get this mission started.
Bring the heat.
Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Oh, the air throw falls short. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Still slugging it out here. Burns the drive gauge. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Takes a trip. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Ends with a projectile. Player 1 is off to a good start and wins the first round. They'll want to keep dictating the pace of this match.
Round 2. Fight!
How will this round turn out? Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Checks him with a projectile. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Box him with a target combo. Big, low, reaching heavy. Uses the target combo as a filler. Heading into the end game now, it's getting to take a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Up tap to close it. Player 1 is feeling it. Match point.
Round 3. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start. That attack landed for a count. Hits them with a stop and pop. Rattles them with a high kick. Nice spinning back knuckle. The low heavy is nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick. Player 2
has the chance to just goes for it at this range. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. There it is. They knew it'd be enough.
Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Japan.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let's get this mission started.
This will be a good fight.
Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Finds the time to squeeze in above. Player 1 has the life lead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Gets the jump in. Knockdown. Slips the grab. The load doesn't connect. Takes a trip. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Springs forward with the drive rush.
Not good enough.
Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Going in? Burnout finishes it with the anti-air. Player 2 must feel very confident going into the later rounds after that win.
Round 2. Fight!
Sonic Blade to fish for a reaction. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Their drive gauge was running low, but they use an overdrive art anyway just to show they're not gun-shy. Player 1 has the life lead. Knockdown. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Oh, easy. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Blocks the low heavy. Taking stock. Sonic Boom! Player 2 has the chance to brush that off and keeps going. In a dire, they can't squander this punish counter chance. So little life left. Attempts to break burnout. KO. Takes one back. Both sides bringing it now.
Round 3. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start the round. Oh, and the super art breaks the piece. Closing. What's next? Will this super art connect? Can they turn things around here with the super art? The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Big, low, reaching heavy. Gets him. Player 2 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on?
Round 4. Fight!
Jumps up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Closing. What's next? Still scrapping for control of the space. Rattles them with a high kick. Both fighters need to find a way to utilize their drive. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. From low heavy to fires off the Shiku Hadouken. Knockdown and player 2 just put themselves on equal footing. Solid anti-air. What now? Oh my God, what's gonna happen? Hits the drive. They both decide to ease the tension and back off. Connects with the throw. Just fuck this and leaving closes it out. That was catch as catch can, as you're gonna get in the fight.
One more time! Let's get this mission started.
This will be a good fight.
Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Gets a good read on their opponent. don't score the punish counter, but still get a nice hit in. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Trips him up. Neither of them willing to back off. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Alright, what's coming up next? Not much drive to work with at the moment. Will this super art connect? Oops, they were anticipating that super art. Taking stock. Let's off a projectile to waste time. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Rolls out the Soba. They may need to spend some meter here in order to close out this round. Sonic Boom. KO. Player 1 wins the first round, but they'll need to stick to their game plan in order to win.
Round 2. Fight!
A brave forward jump there to start. Burns the drive gauge. Player 1 with the life lead. Did well to get the buff in there. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Neither of them willing to back off here. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 is feeling it. Match point.
Round 3. Fight!
Immediate jump in. Rattles them with a high kick. Jumps. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Going in. Flicks out the blade to creep up. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive move. Flawless round. They got him so quick. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
USA. Carry the ball. Fight! India.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Let's get this mission started. Prepare yourself. Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Player 1 with the life lead. Gets the jump in. Taking stock. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Life lead opens up. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. KO! Player 1 must feel very confident going into the later rounds after that win.
Round 2. Fight!
Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Feeling out the spacing. Gets a chance with that jump in. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Both sides looking for an opening. Alright, what's coming up next? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Taking stock. KO! Player 1 is feeling it. Match point.
Round 3.
Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Shoots off a fireball up close. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Whip the throw. Keeping them away. Burnout activates. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Both fighters planning something? Gotta be a super art? They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Yoga fires it. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. What'll happen here? Connects with the throw. Big throws. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Throws them. Breaks the block with a throw. Either fighter can use drive net. Players, just what they were after. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Brazil.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Let's get this mission started.
Showtime!
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Low kicks are a no-go. Whiffs the grab. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 1 has the life advantage. No good up high. Taking stock. Jump in, finds the mark. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Does a good job of pushing back. That parry may be just the catalyst they need. Grabs him. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Throws him. What's next? One combo can end this round right now. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Player 1 wins the first round, but they'll need to stick to their game plan in order to win.
Fight.
Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Can they turn this gauge advantage into something? Alright, what's coming up next? Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Takes a trip. They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? Not shy with the grab. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? In a dire situation, they can't afford any KO. Player 1 is feeling it. Match point.
Round 3. Fight.
Immediate jump in. They piled up they were right to be on guard there. Brings out the blade to creep up. Fires off in overdrive. Brings out a bomb. It's cute and makes people unhinged. Burnout activates. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Still slugging it out at this range. A quick breather. Sneaks in above. Vertical rolling attack. Get out of here. Shout of Earth. Cranking it up. back into the corner. What didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Nice shot.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Let's get this mission started.
Simple and clean.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Player 1 has the life lead. Now they get pushed into the corner, or it's going to be very difficult to escape. All right. They trade. The low heavy hit. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Big low reaching heavy. Player 2 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap in. Will this super art connect? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. But low misses from up above. All right, what's coming up next? Neither of them willing to back. They couldn't shake the projectile. Player 1 must feel very confident going into the later rounds after that win.
Round 2. Fight.
Fires off an overdrive bar. Adding that to the mix will change the pace of the match and keep the opponent on their toes. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? What's the play here? Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Fires off a whirlwind. Player 2 will look to up. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Throws him. What's next? Knockdown and takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Trent gets him. Player 2 is making this look so easy.
Round 3. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Who's going to start things off? Lays down a whirlwind. Does a good job of pushing. Going on the offensive? Still very early in the round. Still slugging it out at this range. They were right to be on guard there. Fires off a whirlwind. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Burnout activates. Player 1 charges forward. What'll happen? Oh my, the contact!
Great desert.
Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Lays down a whirlwind.
Oh yeah.
The cyclone hits. Now we gotta see something. Perfect tech. The jump in is fades out the low kick. Flatline zone. I smell a comeback in the works.
Rashid.
Round 4. Fight.
You're mine. Sky Sword.
Checks him with the boom. Fires off an overdrive. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Sonic Blade to fish for a reaction. Time to reassess the situation? They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Lays down a whirlwind. Fires off a whirlwind. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. He's low heavy. High kick to let him know. Gets the tips with the low heavy. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
USA. To think you were right under my nose the entire time. I get the picture. So you thought to maintain a low profile. To keep an eye on those who attempted to approach the Foundation. Is that it?
What's the big idea? You come here just to scold your loser of a brother-in-law?
Scold. If only. The only scolding my brother-in-law understands involves fists.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Me to be a pushover.
Round one. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
Making it my friend.
They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Opts for the throw. Player 2 with the life lead. Sticks the combo. The jump in is denied. Knockdown. Holds out with the block. Goes to the overdrive. Life lead opens up. Time's the only thing moving here. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Perfect parry to stop him. Time to go on the KO. Player 2 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag.
Round 2. Fight!
A brave forward jump there to start. How will this round turn out? The low kick is blocked. Gets a chance with that jump in. Gets the knockdown, and now? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Absorbs the attack and fires back. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Shoots off a fireball up close. Throws them to negate the blow. Brushes off the impact. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Player 1, draw critical. What's gonna happen in there?
How'd I lose?
Still lots of time left in this match. You could say that the real fight is about to start.
Round 3. Fight!
A brave forward jump there to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Super meter is looking bare right now. Will they try to hang back to stock up, or continue fighting? Strings it all together. Knockdown. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Long low attack hits. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Taking stock. Perfect input on the sonic boom. Fireball from very low. What's next here? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Brushes that off and keeps going. Very in there. Player 2 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on?
Round 4. Fight!
Checking their reactions with a fireball? Who's going to start things off? From up above. Burnout activates. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Gets scooped from down low. Not much life difference. Checks him with the boom. Player 2, low heavy, but no go. All the throw connects. A quick breather. Just goes for it at this range. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. The fighters have matched each other blow for blow. This fight will be decided in this final round.
Final round. Fight!
How'd
Jumps! Close range! Perfect execution with the anti-air! Blocks the low kick! Medium kick into... Oh, here we call the throw connects! Player 2 has the soup, brushes that off and keeps going! Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish! What now? Looking for a hold. Punish counter sets the table! What's next? Connects with the throw!
Are we done here?
Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Genius reading that throw escape. Bring in the heat. Sits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
One more time! Let's get this mission started.
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Making it my problem.
Definitely saw that counter coming. Player 1 with the life lead. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Taking stock. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Long, low attack hits. Reacts to the throws. Very solid corner switch. Player 2 chases them down. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something in there. Player 2 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag.
Round 2. Fight!
How's this?
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Big counter. The low heavy hits. Player 1 has the life advantage. All right, what's coming up next? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their driver. Taking stock. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the Getso. Both fighters have claimed a round each. Who will get the match point first?
Round 3. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start the round. What are both fighters plotting? Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Player 1 has the life lead. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. This is the perfect range to reach ends with the projectile. Player 1 takes the lead. Can they ride this momentum to the end?
Round 4. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start the round. They were right to be on guard there. The Dragon Last Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Will that super be the turning point? Player 2 needs to switch it up if they want to take it home. Still scrapping for control of the space. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Jinrai kick overhead, but it won't work. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta leave. Draw super hard incoming. That's not gonna hit. Life lead is the low. Going in a super hard. Player, the super doesn't hit. The Jinrai? What's next? Oh my, the throw tech. Oh, this closes it out.
Let's hear your side of the story.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Julia told me everything. Eliza's worried about you too.
I can't go back yet.
If you're worried about what happened in Naishal, don't be. We know you were set up.
I'm not even sure what I'm fighting for anymore. And I've got no business seeing anyone until I sort myself out. I'm sorry, but just leave me be.
Guess that means he doesn't want my help. Time to take matters into my own hands. If Ken Masters himself has been driven to the edge, it's probably worth looking into this Naishal business.
Thanks for playing. Congratulations!